I am in shock. I am in shock. The Indiana Fever just beat the Aces. The first win for the Indiana Fever against the Las Vegas Aces since I was 22 years old.
The Las Vegas Aces dynasty is officially dead. It wasn't ended by a last-second shot or a rival superstar. It was systematically executed in a humiliating 27-point blowout, and the team that did it was the Indiana Fever, playing without Caitlin Clark. This single game exposed the entire lie. A league MVP getting every call she wanted and still failing. A team of so-called champions who completely vanished. And a level of favoritism from the refs that still wasn't enough to stop the bleeding. What happened on this court wasn't just an upset. It was the complete demolition of a fraud and the arrival of a new terrifying power in the WNBA. For 16 straight games, the story was always the same. The Indiana Fever would face the Las Vegas Aces, and they would lose. The Aces were their boogeyman, the unbeatable final boss of the WNBA. They were the two-time defending champions. A team spoken of in terms of dynasties and legends. But on this night, the script wasn't just flipped. It was torn to shreds and set on fire. The most shocking part? It was accomplished without the architect of their newfound fame. Sidelined with an injury, Caitlin Clark could only watch as her team did the unthinkable. This victory wasn't just about ending a losing streak. It was about shattering a mental block and proving to the world that the Indiana Fever are far more than a one-woman show. But to truly understand the magnitude of this collapse, you have to look at a single play in the third quarter. A moment so baffling it exposed the league's entire narrative. Fever guard Lexi Hull established perfect rebounding position, boxing out Io Wilson with textbook fundamentals. As the ball came off the rim, Hull secured it cleanly. But from behind, Wilson reached completely over her head, grabbing and pulling her in a play that is, by any definition, an over-the-back foul. It was obvious to everyone watching. Whistle blew, and the call was a jump ball. A jump ball. The referees had witnessed a clear violation and decided to reward the fouler with a 50-50 chance to get the ball back. It was a stunning decision, one that felt less like a mistake and more like a desperate attempt to hand a lifeline to the struggling champion. The Fever didn't just win this game. They systematically dismantled the Aces piece by piece, and it started from the opening tip. In the first quarter, Indiana came out with a ferocity the Aces simply couldn't match. They attacked the paint relentlessly, building an early lead and setting a physical tone. But it was the second quarter where this game turned from a competition into a public execution. The Fever stepped on the Aces' throats and refused to let up. They shot an almost unbelievable 81.8% from the field, a figure so ludicrous it sounds like a typo. They were a perfect 6 for 6 inside the paint, while the supposedly mighty Aces managed a pathetic 3 for 13. By the time the halftime buzzer sounded, the score was 46-24. The game wasn't just out of reach. It was in a different galaxy. This wasn't a lucky run. It was methodical, calculated destruction. On paper, Aja Wilson's stat line looked impressive. 29 points. Most nights, that's a winning performance from your MVP. But when you peel back that first layer, you find a devastating truth. Those 29 points were completely hollow. Wilson got to the free throw line 13 times, nearly as many as the entire Indiana Fever team combined, confirming the favorable whistle she received all night. Yet even with that advantage, her team was obliterated. The reason lies in the most damning statistic of the game. While Wilson was getting her points, the rest of the Las Vegas Aces shot a combined 7 for 43 from the field. That's 16.3% on a team loaded with supposed all-stars and championship veterans. No one else could score more than 6 points. Wilson wasn't leading a team. She was on an island, putting up empty numbers in a desperate losing effort.